Alors, hop, et normalement ça fonctionne.
Nous devez faire le lien, et puis
Ah, c'est bon. Et du coup, l'adresse, parce que je la trouve.
Elle va être en bas, je crois.
D'accord.
Partager.
Ah,
Et voilà.
Super.
Normalement, c'est ça.
Hop, je partage et on va être ready.
bah, tu me dis quand c'est lancé.
C'est lancé.
On est en live normalement.
Maintenant, je vais faire une petite capture de mon ordinateur pour que les gens puissent voir aussi nos vidéos.
Ok. Donc, le live, moi je vois ça fonctionne. Ok.
Et normalement, là, c'est good.
D'accord. Tu copies aussi sur ton truc privé?
Bah, je te laisse faire parce que moi, je peux pas. Là, j'ai partagé mon écran. C'est fini.
D'accord. Mais j'arrive pas à le copier, c'est ça mon problème.
Ah,
on peut partager. Ok.
Super, ça fonctionne. Ouf, c'était compliqué.
Ok.
Et donc, normalement, c'est en anglais.
It's supposed to be in English. Yeah.
So sorry, guys, about the delay. We had little problems. So, okay. So let's start.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Okay. So sorry. We had a lot of technical problems. So unfortunately, Cecile, she cannot see what we see here on the computer. So she will try to comment as much as she can, but she will not see the exact video that we are showing. So thank you for your patience. And yeah, let's start with this little live about how we made the UCG selections performance. So how about we start with the final skate, or no, start with the beginning?
Actually, tonight we're gonna show you little tips we had on how we build our performance. First of all, it's we created a small group on Facebook when we all share our ideas, all three of us. It's a pretty convenient tool, so for your future collaboration, it's a perfect way to communicate to each other and keep the
track. Yeah, you keep everything on a single group, a Facebook group, and that's very easy to come back to what you said before, the previous video, the previous pictures, and that's very convenient. So that's a nice tool, that Facebook group thing.
Yes. So yeah, for those who didn't see the performance we're gonna talk about, maybe we can show you it on stage, and after we're gonna explain all the steps we made. So let's start.
Yeah, so this is the video, the final performance, guys. So
sorry for the one who already seen it.
Just breaking the house. public de Japan Expo. C'est toi qui vas décider du vainqueur du combat. À gauche, pour Kill Frost. À droite, pour Raven. Le côté qui fait le plus de bruit fait gagner son champion. Êtes-vous prêts? Pour Kill Frost! Japan Expo. Vous avez choisi votre champion.
So, sorry, Cecile, you can hear us? Okay. It's just because when we explained earlier, when we put some video, sorry, Cecile, you can't hear something. You can see, you can hear something. So when you have some silence, it's because we broadcasting a video. Okay.
Okay, just know if you were talking or not. So you didn't talk during the video.
No, it was just the video.
It was just the video of the final performance on Japan Expo stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Guys, if you're watching, if you have any questions, you can talk to us with the comment on Facebook and on the YouTube video.
yeah,
So,
we're trying to follow your comments, so don't hesitate to ask. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we can start with the first video of the rehearsal. We have the habit to film every movement or every new combination we made in order to see how it can be seen on stage.
How it looks like on stage. We had the habit to record everything, and not everything, because I think we made
just the final
touch
of each rehearsal.
Yeah, each day of rehearsal we had this video recording what it looked like, just so we remember everything, and just so we can see our mistakes mainly. And so this is the first rehearsal video, I think. This is my hallway. So yeah, it's not very large, but we tried the first movement here.
Yeah, Cecile, it's the video when we are you and me together.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, I launched the video.
C'est super.
Yeah, it's so funny to see this. Yeah, too many memories. So as you can see, maybe the moves between Cecile and I didn't change. Not that much.
Not that much. Yeah, it was the 29th of May, so about, I don't know, like 1 month and a half before the final performance, and this part of the skit already looked like the final choreography, I think.
For this part.
For this part, like 2 or 3 movements are different, but most of it is quite the same, so we already had this part of the skit.
And actually, for the UCG French selection this year, we first planned to make the Dracula's Bride. We started to think about the performance, and each time we go further, we just realize that it will be better for the finals. So in March,
I think at the end of
the
March,
end of
or
March,
in April or something like that, we totally changed our mind. Like,
yeah,
we should totally do the bride for the finals
and
if
make something else
and make
for the
something
selections.
it was considering that, yeah, at some point we will get selected this year or another. So we kept this idea of the bride for the case of the final. If it ever happens, we will do the bride. Then, like 3 months before the selections, okay, let's do something new. Okay, that's
Tell to people why we do this performance with different way than before. I mean, it was not or casual way of doing poetic stuff. Can we explain this to people?
Yes, actually, people tells us we always did the same kind of performance, very poetic and
pretty.
Very. I don't know how to explain.
Like cute.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
very
very soft, delicate, poetic, cute. I mean, pretty skits.
So we decided to change everything and try something we never did before, to push ourselves further in the performance way. So we choose something, a video game that can let us to make something really different from what we used to do.
Yeah. Yes, and that was a very big challenge for us. It was our first fighting with 3 people on stage with a solo performance, so it was a sort of challenge, and we decided only 3 months before the selection.
So yeah.
But we love challenge.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to
The
maybe
next
the
one?
next video of our rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's the
Oh my god!
I love the I love the the name. So now it's the time to Laura and Cecile, and you're gonna see it change a lot.
It changed
In
a lot.
contrary.
Yeah. Not the
I
same
don't
thing.
actually translate this word in English. I don't know.
No. Oui. Yeah, so as you can see, it was much more violent. There are a lot of moves that totally disappeared for the final performance. The main thing is we first started the rehearsal without the Greek column. And so I think we didn't realize the time I needed to take it, use it on Cecil, then put it back, and then take my sword. So we had to cut off a lot of moves thanks to this effect of the broken column, and that's why it's very different now. And also you will see different rehearsal. Well, the moves are also very different. We keep trying over and over different choreography for this fight, and you will see very different choreography for this part.
Yes, at the beginning of the rehearsal, we always have too much things to say. So it's nice to begin with too much and get more lighter after some rehearsal. Just to have less movement to be more clear, more
effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those who's wondering how we choose the music, It's because when we went to the cinema and saw Spider-Man, we said, "Oh my God, we have to use this one because it was so terrific." So usually when we choose music, it's because it gives us some,
Goosebumps.
yes. So whatever the way, it's on cinema or in
In
some
every,
balls,
whatever the way you can find the music, you hear it and you kind
you
of
said this one.
is good. So
Yeah.
you have to remember Shazam, anything, and every good music you hear, you just save the name. Oh, Cécile, someone's saying that your microphone is crappy.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you can you could be more closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
Hi, beauty.
Okay, and also I don't know if most of you you speak French or English, but maybe you didn't understand what happened at the end of the skit. But the end of the skit is basically asking the audience to choose between Raven and Killer Frost by cheering one or another. And that's how we end the skit, by asking the audience his opinion about that. And that was a brave idea, I think, but it worked. It worked. People cheered, and they did choose the winner, and that was totally a success.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Let's move on to some other rehearsals. What is that? Okay.
It's another try on Laura and Cecile.
But you will see it's very long. It's like almost 1 minute of fighting, and that was much more time that we had. Like the final performance had to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so we couldn't just fight the two of us for 1 minute. Oh my god, I'm just
Love it.
All the accessories.
yeah.
This is funny.
And this is also without the music, so it's slow. So we just choose our movement and see if everything is good. And so this is not in the correct rhythm. There is no music in the background, so we cannot hear anything. But we already knew that it was way too long, and that's why we changed that much.
And remember that at this time during the performance, we were thinking to do a slow motion.
Yeah.
And during the rehearsal, we just see that it really doesn't work to change our rhythm during the fight. So yeah, this slow motion was a sort of good idea, but that doesn't work seeing the video. So we decided to continue at the same rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. The video just showed that this was working. This was really a huge different style of fighting, and so we decided to cut this idea, which is a good idea, but not for this.
So yeah, seeing yourself in video is just the best way to find what doesn't work and what will not work on stage and with the audience. It's a very, very good way. Also, you can ask people to see your rehearsal. It's also nice to have another look on it.
We have a question now. Vincent is asking, did you base your movement on the game or created choreography by yourself? So we actually looked at the games and tried to remember the movement, and so we know that Wonder Woman is that slow, heavy fighter, and that Killer Frost is very this magician, but also fighter, and then we have Raven, who is totally a magician. That one, Raven and Killer Frost can be floating, and so we tried to make that make sense on a real stage. And but we also had some help from a professional
Stuntsman.
yeah, exactly, and he helped us to create believable fights, believable move that
on the part of Laura and Cecile, because as we said before, we don't change that much on the second part. But yes, as the two girls have to fight really realistic and safely, we asked to a friend to help us on this part. And because many people don't know how we work, we love make rehearsal.
yeah,
it's
so funny.
It's a great time sharing all three of us. And when we make rehearsals, it's a long day, 6 maybe 8 hours of works we made all the day. It's it's how you can create something from scratch and thinking of it with your team and just sharing your ideas. It takes slow time, so you have to be very concentrated. And the best way is to comment on dit réserver, enfin tu sais qu'on se réserve la journée.
To save the whole day, so we can have as much time as we need to do it again and again and
in
again.
Case of failure, it's less stressful because you have time in front of you to think about solutions and other way to make the things. So that's why it's important to say when we work together, we work a lot. For this performance, I think we had 6 days of rehearsal,
Something
6
like
full
full
days
days
of rehearsals. So each weekend before the convention, the month before the convention, we have 1 day saved for it.
I am sorry, everyone is saying that Cecile's voice is unhearable. It's like awful. I am sorry. It's mainly because as we are two on this side of the screen, we don't have so it keeps repeating, and so that really mess up the sound. And I have to say the sound even for us is not that good from Cecile. So on n'a qu'une seule sortie, c'est ça. On n'a qu'une seule sortie.
Ça changera pas.
Donc après on se mettre un écouteur chacune.
I am just to create the video
la qualité du truc de.
Parce que là, en fait, ça fait une boucle le son de Cécile et on l'entend nous et il re-rentre dans le PC et ça fait un écho. Alors que si on avait le casque ou un écouteur, eh ben, on n'aurait pas de problème. Mais ceci dit, nous, le son était déjà pas ouf.
Cécile, faut que tu essayes de parler plus près et plus fort si c'est possible.
D'accord.
Ouais.
Okay, so sorry about the sound. Someone is commenting that, oh, that's huge. I didn't thought it took so much time for rehearsal, but it explains a lot about the quality of it. So thank you so much, because people I think don't realize that this kind of skit asks a lot of work, and also that we are perfectionists. We are looking for the little details that work and that doesn't, and we try to make everything perfect, though we are never perfect enough.
No, even with that, we always have something to say.
Mistakes on stage. That's the game of the life. But the more you have rehearsal, the more the result is good. For sure. It's just the advice, do rehearsal.
Yeah, and it's funny, very funny time,
funny.
and you can create more bond with your team when you make those days, because you eat together. We used to make some picnic and
Yeah.
have some little stuff to eat. So it's a good way to create relationship boundaries. So I think yes.
Yeah, sorry, and just to explain that fighting choreography is exactly the same than dancing choreography. It's very difficult and it needs a lot of precision in the movements. So you have to prepare your body sometimes more than for a dance performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Even looking really simple.
Yeah.
We should move on to
another
video.
So this one, I think it's the first shot try of the final of the
part,
skit.
yeah.
So let's see.
Ok, c'est bon.
Ouais. Ouais, on passe.
Actually, in each rehearsal, I think this word in my face each time. Thank you, Cécile.
We take risks during cosplay, that's the game.
Filet droit. Filet droit, je crois que je mets le.
Le gauche.
I didn't remember how to change the place of the squirrel.
Il va y avoir le micro.
Bah, le
Normalement, il y a
micro,
les
c'est
deux.
toujours.
Bah, on verra comment il considère les deux. Soit il considère.
Ok.
Does anybody hears us better?
J'ai plus de batterie.
Cécile?
I hear you during the video, so it's better.
But now, do you hear us
Yeah, I hear you.
better?
I don't see a really big difference.
Mais c'est surtout que non. Non.
Non.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Attends. And here? Non, mais c'est parce que j'avais pas activé le truc. Here. Cécile?
For me, it's okay. Yeah, for me, it's okay.
And the others?
Ok.
So, we're moving on. We're trying something new to put a better sound for Cécile. So,
Thank you.
Non, c'est la première. Non? La... Parle, Cécile. C'est bon?
Yes. Hello.
Ah non, moi
Can you hear me?
j'ai tout le crachat.
j'ai tout le background.
Ouais. Bon, bah...
No, it doesn't work. So,
I think one ear is good and one is very bad.
de toute façon, on va voir.
Speak!
Sorry, I don't know what to say.
It's the
I'm
same.
just waiting for the other video.
Well, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Move on.
Let's move on. Alright.
So, I didn't remember what we said.
Can we put some more and more accessories during the rehearsal?
Yes.
At the beginning it was just the sword. After Eva could put her cape. After the shoes. The shoes are really important during a rehearsal because you really don't walk the same high or without heels. So it's very important to make the most rehearsal you can with the final shoes of your cosplay.
Yeah, as much as you can. The shoes, the props, the costume, every single part that you've done wear it during the rehearsal. I know you're scared that you damage them, but you will be much more scared to go on stage if you never had the opportunity to try with them.
And when I know some parts can gêner.
Some part of the costume can bother your movement.
So I decided to make them first, in order to have them the earlier possible on rehearsal. It's I made the cap in first because I want to see how she moves when I make some movements. After I made the boots because I need them to walk and to see how I can move in my costume. So each time I made a costume, I think first of the. Sorry.
Bless you. All right.
Thank you.
So
I
missed my. I think first of what could be the most difficult part on the.
Okay.
So let's move on the next one. It's again Laura's and Cecile.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we had a better place to rehearsal, much larger, because in the hallway it was so tiny that we can't move. So we make rehearsal in the
my previous office. It was my old empty office.
And we have the shoes.
Yeah,
the slow motion moment, very strange.
Yeah, you can see shoes, props. Yoo-hoo!
So yes, if you are doing some
the ghost column.
performance,
I don't put it back because it doesn't exist, right? Exactly. It's not even existing.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying that if you are doing fighting performance, don't forget a secure. Always do a secure limit. I think it was 50 centimeters between my feet and her face. Normally, so if you failed, it will be 10 centimeters, but not for real. My feet on her face.
And
so yes,
please,
very important to be secure when you are doing rehearsal. Very, very important.
And please keep your ankles safe, so you can put some protections and something under your boots or your tights in order to keep your ankles, because it's the first thing you can easily
break, hurts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're making this.
Okay.
Next one.
This is you.
Yes, I was just thinking that, for example, for me, yes, I have very strange ankles. So I take I take my boots more bigger to put an ankle protection on the both side.
I always had this word
every single time,
except on stage.
Sorry, I didn't see the video at the same time. The coach.
So as you can see, we tried different ways for the final of the performance. We didn't know at this time if Wonder Woman come to give us this word or if I have to keep it or something like that. So we tried different moves to decide. So that's why film of your rehearsal is very important. So you can see actually how it works just in front of you. So you can decide it better.
Yes, and sometimes if people are looking it from the outside, they can give their advice.
So next one is in my father-in-law garden. He have a huge garden, so we can make rehearsal on the you know the comment on dit terrasse.
On the floor.
On the floor. So we made it in two separate two different parts. The first one was all the battle stage on the first floor, and after we make the catwalk thing when we make the audience choose. So I think I could show you in the right. At this point, we are pretty much ready. The 15th of June.
Yes, but as you can see, I didn't take my shoes.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid that I have to do another time the painting after all the rehearsal. So I wait the last minute to change my shoes. And it was not a bad idea because they suffer a lot.
And as you can hear, we talk a lot and we making it. So badass without the costumes.
Wow.
Yes, really less charismatic, but funny.
Ah, okay.
Are you looking for the one with the pink ribbon?
We're looking the one for the with the
with the pink ribbon at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
My boyfriend.
Non, c'est gratis, hein, on profite. Hein.
Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much the same as the final performance. Really, it's like it's the 15th of June and it's done. I mean, there is no more differences in the choreography. Someone is asking if we had any sound problems on the final stage during our performance at Japan Expo, and I think no, we never ever had any sound problems, and the sound is very good. They are professional. The professional make the sound very good here. Yeah.
So the next one is the catwalk thing. Just so. I think I'm gonna cut the sound because
Okay, so you can just see we calculated the distance of the catwalk, so we could imagine how many steps we had to make and the distance that we could do by walking.
Yes, it's a good way to cut the rehearsal because we have never never enough place to do the full rehearsal, but yes, it's nice to look at it.
As you can see, we all have the shoes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the other way we moved. Here it's because I was too broke to buy my prop stage. I spoke about it to the girls. I saw a toy years before. I said one day I will use it in a performance, and I was too broke to buy it. So one day the girls make me the surprise to offer me.
Yeah.
So Laura just took a small shot of the big bowling process.
Big electrical ball.
Yes.
Just being dumb. It's alright.
Yes, because when you try it the first time, you can't stop.
Yeah,
It's very addictive.
It's very addictive.
It's addictive.
Yes.
It's yes.
So now we're gonna show you the three last rehearsal for this one. Cécile, we're gonna start from. Tu vois, on va commencer par la dernière et remonter. Celle à 51 secondes, ensuite 44 et après 2,20. Parce qu'elles sont dans l'ordre comme ça.
Yes. Okay.
So you're gonna see we had some most part of our costumes, most part of the stage scenery, and
c'est mignon. Oh
yes, and
we cannot see the comment because I have no more batteries. But my boyfriend is telling me that your comments are very kind. That you said that it was amazing. So thank you very much for those kind comments. Really,
thank you.
means the world. Okay, so let's move on for this one of these last rehearsal. It's the 1st of July, so like 5 or 6 days before the contest. Less than that, yeah. I don't know. This is a few days before the contest, and you can see the almost full costumes and the props.
And the ribbon changed of color.
And it was at the end of the day of a big exam for me because I was finishing my studies, and it was the final touch. So.
Okay.
It's so strange to see my character without any body painting.
Yes, in pink.
Okay, I think I touched Laura's head on this one.
Maybe.
Not sure.
Oh mon bouclier.
No.
Sorry.
No. So it was interesting for me. It was the first time I put the wig. So as you guys know, when you are cosplaying, sometimes wigs can be always on your eyes, and that could be something like dangerous during the performance. So yes, always do a rehearsal with the final wig.
Yes, so next is the part with me and Cécile.
In Cara, forever. It's not the same impact without light.
Oh. So we had another question from Vincent. He asked this performance we did once, if we plan to make it again or not. To me, I'm not. I don't want to make it again because when you are all the things work so good with the light settings and the surprise at the end when you ask to the audience to choose each little part is when you saw a magic trick for the second time. It's not the same. You don't have the
surprise anymore. So yeah, and this is a technical skit with props and everything. So I don't think it's even movable. I mean, we cannot bring that to any stage. I think this was perfect for us. I mean, we were not perfect, but we had the perfect setting, the perfect light. The audience reacted so well because of the surprise. So there is no point doing it again. Yeah.
And just to tell a little story about the light, I don't know, girls, if you remember.
Yes.
It was just before to go on stage. The epic staff, just asked us one question: if we wanted to do just one step with the light, and when?
Yeah, and we basically.
With a lot of chance. It was exactly at 1 minute.
Yeah, the ball effect was at 1 minute exactly, and so we said yes, we have one specific demand on this skate. Can you please turn on the black light at 1 minute exactly? And that was amazing. That was amazing. It worked so well.
Yes, we were really lucky at this time to have exactly what we asked.
Yes. So the final video is for the final part. No, I think it's all the
whole skit.
The whole skit.
Yeah.
Without wigs or
yeah. Comfy, no shoes at all. Yeah.
I have my shoes. What do you say?
Yes, I got mine too.
Oh my god, without wig is just awful. Okay. So the video is not really good. I think we put on a share or something like the camera. The phone, actually.
Eva is brave. She's in costume, full costume. And I'm wearing costume.
It's so much charismatic. How much time I have to die on this performance?
Actually, on stage, we screamed a lot on this performance. We said, ah!
It's some signal. I mean, it's sound signal, so we can hear each other, and so and that is realistic that we scream. It's all okay.
The characters,
yeah, it's all okay.
We're fighting.
Yes, and just for people, it's very good to open your mouth on stage when you are doing a battle. It makes it really realistic. So yes, don't hesitate to do it, even if people don't.
The warrior face. And so now it's not a secret anymore. Yes, the final was decided in advance because we asking ourselves if we make it on live or not. But as time was too short at the end, we thought it was too risky to
not to know who was the winner at the end. And so the trick was in the sound, in the music, you had less time for Killer Frost cheering, more time for Raven.
2 seconds more.
Yeah, that's something like that. And also we asked all our friends to go on Raven's side. So the cheering were actually louder for Raven, but it was all planned. It was
but it was so risky because
it was risky.
The supporters corner was set on the Killer Frost side. So I was very terrified about that because I said, oh my god, if all the people screaming for Killer Frost and no one for Raven, they're gonna say, what the fuck?
At the end we were lucky it worked, and it was too risky to decide at the last moment because the girl would have needed something like a signal, like a wink or something like that to decide, okay, that's me, that's you.
And it's take more than 3 seconds.
Yeah,
we only have 3 seconds.
3 seconds left. So it was all a trick, magic trick, and people believed it.
We have a question from Marion. How long did you take to make the stage set? On this performance, it was pretty short time.
Yeah, it was fast.
I bought some, storage box at IKEA. So it's with a zipper. You can put them flat. So you have. I just have to build them and painting on them like rocks, and I just have to put
to make a pile.
Yes,
and that's it.
And that's it.
And also I bought a column from, I don't know, it's people who make pastries. I think it's from people who make pastries, and so I bought this and just had to paint it. Thanks, and so. And that was dumb. The most complicated part was to make the whole thing look like one piece at first, and then to break easily. So that was the tricky part, but it was quite fast. I mean, it's not like the big thing that we did for the bride's performance.
Yes, I think I did mine first in one night. Watching TV, and yes, I think that's why the swerve broke on stage also.
Also, I saw that Vincent asked earlier if we were making our costume all together, or if we make our costume. Separately. You do your own, I do my own, and the thing is we cannot always meet each other, so we do our own costume ourselves. If we really need help, we're gonna ask for help, but it's better if we do our own costume ourselves and not wait, and we do not wait for someone to be with us.
Yeah.
And also what you can see is we had a bunch of videos, but it's like, I don't know, 10% of what we really did. It's like 10% of the rehearsal, and I'm not even counting the time that we were just cutting the music, taking notes, putting it on brainstorming, and just talking about let's do this, let's do that. So it's a very long process to make such a performance, and the video, as you can see, is like really a tiny piece of what we really did. As we said, it's like 6 or 8 hours of rehearsals, and like 6 per day, and like 6 or 7 days of rehearsal, full days. That's it.
Yes, I wanted to add something about the energy. Someone speak about the different sort of way of fighting of all different characters, and we are two we are three. We have three different energy, the girls and me. So I think it was interesting to shoot three different characters for that, because on stage we haven't exactly the same way to fight. So yes, it's interesting to play with the energy, with the way to move, the way to walk, and the way to fight, and to look at the people, at the audience. Everything is important on your character. So yes, you have to look a lot of videos and to see if it match with the others. It's not the same than when you're alone.
Yeah. Okay. So now, if you had more questions, I think it's the time. Because we already show you everything we can. I don't think we have something else to say. We're not thinking of everything, so please leave a comment on our page or on the YouTube chat so we can answer to you.
I'm sorry, I have no more batteries, and it takes so much time.
So as you can see, we have everything in this group: the bride's rehearsal, the tries on stage set, and even the cosplay ball we made in June in Madrid. We had other things like when we plan to go on other convention like in Belgium, we used this group, secret group, just the three of us to
share.
To keep memories, to organize ourselves.
So we have a new question from Marion. Thank you, Marion. Did you privilege some special materials for your costumes in order to make the performance? And I say a big yes.
Yes, definitely.
And we shoot the costume for the performance.
And we decided that Ceci is gonna be the girl that fights the more
because she moves so well.
Because she moves very well, but also because her costume is not a problem. It's not. It's just a body and not just.
It's a yes.
I mean, you can move. You can move.
Body with latex.
Yeah, with latex.
It's a swimsuit.
It's just latex prosthesis I ever made, but that's okay. It's just a body.
No, it's not just a body. It's just that you don't have any thing like big armors or anything that will prevent you from moving in a certain way, and you make your costume in order to be able to move, and you move the best. So we decided that you were the one that would fight.
It's because
the most.
In the video game she's against us.
And also because you're against us in the video games. And and I picked foam, so I could move. It would be different with I think Wobla or anything like that. Foam. I mean, the costume almost died on stage, but at least I could move. The secret is I removed for stage the only part that prevented me from really moving my way. The part on my knee, I worn it on the prejudging, then removed it so I could kick and I could fall and everything would be okay. And that's the only thing that I changed for the performance. But yeah, the material, the foam is I choose just to have easier movements. And then
and mine is all made with spandex, so I can move easily. The only part more boring on this costume was the stripes on the legs, because they always falls down, so I have to sew on my tights and on my bodysuit, but it's always fall down too. So it was the most annoying part on this costume. But as I said, all is was in stretch fabric, so it was so comfortable to wear for me and to move inside.
Yes, and we decided of the materials after we saw the performance. It was, for example, I don't think I make the same way my costume if I didn't fight with it.
Yeah,
For
me
example,
too.
my costume from Injustice, I did another one before. It was the Catwoman, and Catwoman, I cannot just put on my leg up. Even if I want to sit down, it was complicated for me. So yes, I just thought to be the more flexible it's possible with the costume. So yeah, the body suit is very good for that, and also just use supple material, so girly craft, and the breast parts are all supple. It's latex. So yeah, the latex can be treated. It's not a problem, and take after the good form. So yeah, just wait. Yes, just an advice because of that to say it. If you plan a performance, try to plan the performance before doing the costumes to adapt the materials for make it possible.
Okay, I'm checking on Facebook if we have any more questions.
Any more questions? Yes.
Because on YouTube, you guys. Okay. One comment, but it's okay. So if you have, oh,
so we have two questions from Marion and Vincent.
Okay,
do the first one.
Okay, the first is do you come with skit ideas first and adapt your costume next, or can it happen that it go the opposite way, that we choose the costume first and the skit after? I think
so. We always choose the costume first.
We mostly choose the costume first. And we choose also the costume because we see some opportunity to make a skit. So
to have a story to tell about this costume and this character together.
Yeah, but we don't have the specific idea of exactly what we can do. We just know that okay. For example, for Injustice, we already knew that we wanted to make Injustice cosplay at some point, and then after our first attempt to be selected, we decided to change, to do something different. Even though at first it was the Dracula's Bride, then when we decided to make Injustice, we just thought that would be a good idea because we could make something very, very different with the fight. And so it all come at the same moment, but we already had the idea of the costume, and it's the same with the Bride. We thought that we could make something, we could make a group of this costume, but then we decided to put it on stage with an idea.
Yes.
And the second question.
The second question is: do you add any injuries while rehearsal or on performance? I don't remember a huge injury, but we always have some bruises and scratches because we tried weird things, especially on the Bride.
Yeah, with the Bride performance, it's not fighting, but we heard
we have to climb under
the bed and everything. But with Injustice, I'm not sure. Mostly bruises and also comment on dit courbature, muscle pain. Like
Ichigo, how? What's a word for courbature?
Courbature, please.
I'm looking at it.
And each time.
Stiffness.
What?
Stiffness.
Stiffness. Okay.
Right.
And each time Cecile broke this word on my head. No, luckily I don't have any injury.
Yeah, no, nothing.
It was how we said polystyrene extrudé is very
Like, yes.
it was not a frozen word, lucky she.
So guys, I think we're gonna head this live, but tell us if it helped you, if you enjoy it, or something else, because we want to share more of this kind of tips with you. Next time we're thinking about making a real video, not a live.
Yeah,
To show you all the
steps and the process to make a performance. That's our idea.
yes.
Yes.
So
Don't to put comments, and if you like it, we will continue or change.
if
kind
it
of-
helps you, because we made this for you, so
Yeah.
For you, it's
please.
not for us. So
Yeah.
please help us and give your advice.
Okay. So thank you guys for
Thank
watching
you.
it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments and your question. And
Well,
see you. Bye. Woo. J'arrête. Je sais pas comment m'arrête.
En fermant peut-être le... Fermons ça peut-être.